Hello. Well, I am streaming again. Hopefully, I think the stream is no longer in 720p, so I hope that's better. And I hope we can figure out how to do some stuff. So this stream, the last stream, I sort of figured out the engine in which to um, the engine in which sorry, the last stream I figured out what I'm going to make. Um, I'm gonna make Breakout, but we determined that the best way to make Breakout in this game, or this time, is to, if there's not a game-breaking bug, leave it in document it so it's not a feature, no longer a bug. And I had some time to do some thinking, and I think I have a generic idea of how this structure is going to work. It should be very simple. If I just have a struct called entity, I can then make a ball entity, the slider entity, and then I can do each individual block as an entity. Hey, Desp. Exactly, it's a feature, not a bug. Just like your chat. Anyway, I think I can make an array or a pointer of structs, either an array of structs or structive arrays. We'll do a structive arrays. Sorry. We'll do an array of structs, and if speed and size is an issue, we'll do a structive arrays, which is fine. It's easy to fix. Are you just GBA ECS to go hard? What is ECS? I'm not very. Look, my parents gave me a Game Boy Advance in 2007, which was 1 year before it was discontinued, and they gave me like 5 games, not very many. So I don't know. Entity component system. Is that a game or is that just an idea? Oh, 1080p, sweet. Yeah, I'm glad. Entity component system. The software architecture pattern mostly used in video game development. It kind of. It's how to structure games. Yeah. I kind of. I'll make what I'm thinking. Yeah, it structs classes or associative arrays. Yeah, kind of. I think. You tell me if that's correct when I program it. This isn't object-oriented programming, but this is object-oriented programming in C. So, yeah. Cool. I'll ECS. I'll remember that. Also, remember last stream, I figured out how to sort of use the CPU zero memory. And what I want to do actually is I want to overload this function and make it my own and turn it into a memset. So I don't have to, which would be pretty sick. Basically, an entity is just anything that any component goes onto an entity, and it's exactly. Yeah, I guess it would be an ECS in this case. I sort of made ECS in a roguelike. I made a few months ago. I made a roguelike for the Altair 8800 in C, and it used the entity struct for everything: tile, wall, player, everything. Homie, that thing took 30 minutes to compile. It was unreal. Anyway, I want to make this a memset because what I'm thinking is, because this is nothing but a screen buffer, like it is literally a memory map of it's a pure map of the memory on the screen. I don't have to draw a pixel. I can just Harrison, what's up? Instead of draw pixel, I can just set memory, and not only set memory, but I can set it fast using the CPU zero memory. So that's what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to try to overload this function. It says uint32, but I think that's okay. I think we can get away with this. I think we can get away with this by making the blocks certain sizes. So remember how each pixel is 16 bits? It's 15 bits by 16 bits. 32 is 216, so I can make the blocks, or each entity, blocks of 2 pixels. So I won't have to do anything here. It could just, the data path would work out, and this would just work fast. So here, I'm going to do it. So uint 32t, data, and let's try data. Let's try that. Expression must have a constant value. So this static volatile, I think, compiles. This will change the way it works. Yeah, it's static, yeah. Because of Yabber, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. This might slow it down, but can I declare something volatile as a... I can't do that, right? This doesn't make any sense. There's no way that would make sense because... Well, it should be like 200 times slower than microseconds. Isn't this like the stack, though? I can't do a volatile on a stack, right? I don't know. We'll just keep it like that for now. And then cool. We'll just, yeah. You say try it? You know what? Let's try it. Oh, you know what? I do need... Wait, can I get away with this? Well, you're right. I did not spell that right. There we go. There's no way that works, right? Whatever. We'll try it. You're right. Volatile. Yeah, exactly. Because if this works, this could be pretty cool. Why is it compiling so slow? Okay, so then if I do Control-1, it seems to work. It seems to work. No, it seems to work just fine. Then I could do something like inline void screen right, couldn't do that. And if I inline it, it'll compile with the with that code in there, so it won't be a call, so it'll be quicker. Cool. Yeah, inlining is great. It really helps with speed. Hang on one moment. Fiance is texting me. Aww. Aww. Yeah, that's nice. Makes it not have a pointer to the program stuff for the function. Exactly, yeah, it just calls it. Yeah, exactly. Wait, no. It doesn't inline compile the code in place. So, like, calling it will just, it will be a jump or a call. And then inline is that code will now be in place. So, instead of having to set up your stack frame, save your stack, jump, then reset your stack, it just goes in right away. It's essentially loop when rolling, but for functions. Yeah, exactly. Um, okay, so we got the basics done. I'm going to, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this shit, right, boy? Type def struct as entity. I like doing as entity in an entity because it's just like practice, or like to me it's good practice, because sometimes you want to do struct instead of just type def, because certain things, like especially for forward referencing, when you want to forward reference your struct inside your struct for object-oriented programming in C, you need to do this, or else it won't compile. If you're not using the struct, like struct as entity, then you don't need to, but I like it. And then def struct as position. And because this will be forward referenced, I can then do position pos. And then here we can do, and remember, use ints. The only downside to ECS as a whole is that it requires a shit ton of looping, and the more stuff you add, the more looping. Exactly, it really is kind of annoying. But this is Breakout. It should be okay. Yeah, it's kind of bad for low end stuff, like low end. Yeah, like, well, look at the, roguelike I built. It takes 30 minutes to compile, and it takes like, I don't know how long. It takes like several seconds after you hit a key to move. It's kind of ridiculous. Like 8-bit chips with no multiplication really don't like 2D arrays where it's not a direct axis. It's where it's like, X and Y. It's actually multiplied, which, especially if it's an int, not a charge, it takes way too much time, and it's a whole nightmare when you have a whole map. My God. Okay, so, right, and remember, use ints. Cool, so now we have our XY position for entity. You know what? Width, height. Let's do that too. Okay, so we have ints for X, Y, int, and height. We'll do an int for color too. Remember, the color is a unsigned short. Unsigned short being 16 bits in this compiler. Okay. Okay. So we have X, Y, width, height, color. that should cover my box, like that should cover my bar, that should cover, oh, hang on. What am I doing? There we go. We should also have a lookup table for contains. So what is contains? Contains will be, I want contains to be like I'm not going to use this right yet, but like you're going to break a box and like a heart falls out of it, or multiple balls fall out, something like that. Yeah, having your color and stuff and your position is the best management I've ever seen. Remember, it's a feature, not a bug. No, no, you're right. You're right. I have to put it back. No. Okay, hang on. Is it a bug if I type it, catch it and then fix it before I run it? Or is it come on, Des, where's the line gonna be? Where's the line gonna be? Come on, Des, answer me. I know the lag is kind of there, but if it's not game breaking, remember, okay, fine. Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, I said color, so, and I caught it. Did I catch it after contains? No, I didn't. Fine. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to program. Okay, we gotta, oh my god, okay. Well, I think that's it. Okay. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down to main. Okay. We're going to do a pointer. Okay, first we're going to do, before we even do the blocks, we're going to remake the bar. It really is hitting data range, dude, yeah. We're going to be doing the bar, and that's what we're going to do first. The entity is literally just a position struct. I know. Okay, let's do this. Entity bar equals, so our position is going to be 0. Wait, hang on. Can I do this? Bar dot plus dot x. Oh lord, this is trash. Is this gonna work? 0, 25, 5. Screen height minus h. No, minus 5. And then the color will be red. I guess I'll cast it to an int. And then I'll just type in 0. It's amazing. It's like every production environment's code base, like Google, Netflix, lol. So I think I can't do this. I have to do dot x equals no, hang on. What am I doing? This is amazing. This really is. This is like so garbage. And this is going to be 5. Width is going to be 25. This is, you know, Des, I'm actually kind of glad you're making me do this. While I don't know, it's just kind of like a fun exercise. I guess it also really does sort of like force me to think, if I to think about it. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Well, position, yeah, and contains probably. I'm just going to cast it to an int because I don't really know how this will work. And then it contains will just equal 0 right now. All right, -1. It'll equal -1 because I want -1 to be nothing. For anyone just joining, I'm coding Breakout in the game for the Game Boy Advance, but the key is to, if it's not game breaking, leave it in. Let's see. My God, I don't know if. Anyway, let's do this. This is true content. Why, thank you. I'm really glad you think so. Bar speed scale. I think this I will keep. Yeah, I'll just keep that separate. And then bar dot there. And then here. And then here, and then here, and then here, and then instead of draw rect, I'm going to draw entity bar, and I'm going to come up here, void draw entity, I think it would be funny if you made a super good POC and then just like made nearly everything customizable, but it would be the worst code base like ever. A good what? Person of color? what is super good POC? I'm sorry, that's all we've ever been exposed to for the term POC. Proof of concept. Yes, okay. I'm sorry. I'm brain rotted by everything. Yeah, it just made it nearly everything customizable. I really should. I will. Dude, make your bar like this thick. Yeah. Okay, so to draw entity, I think I'm going to just have to do this for right now. I'm going to just copy my existing code for now. Later I will do it differently. Like a settings menu with everything possible to customize. That would be hilarious. Like every single variable that makes sense. Like obviously you wouldn't like change an iterator in a for loop, but yeah. Or maybe you could. maybe you could. Change your for loop so it draws half the screen. So you can like jailbreak your Game Boy while playing it. Oh dude, that, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. Just have a massive amounts of globals that get changed. That sounds like a pain in the ass to do though. I like it. I like it. Okay. Okay. So let's focus here. Let's do entity. If you make this open source, I would be down to make some shit like that. You know what? I will. I'll post on my Git. Do I have to... Wait, what's going on? Expression must have a struct or union type. What? Oh, okay. I think that's what that means, right? And then I can never remember like how to mix and match the pointer versus the period for structs, especially when you have structs of structs, like structs inside structs. I can never. Please, if Desmond, if you could help me out with that, that would be really awesome. I'm not good at this. You gotta be here for a sec. Dog is being annoying. No worries, no worries. I just gotta put these, I just gotta change these variable names out. Oh, whoa. How do I, there we go. Okay. Let's compile and hope everything works. Did I must not have. There we go. There we go. Hey, look at that. It's working. It's working. I'm drawing the bar. That's pretty sick. I'm proud of myself. Okay. I'm pretty proud of myself. So my question now is, do I focus on drawing other entities, or do I focus on turning this into using this? I think that would be the harder one to do. So let me try that first. Let me try, instead of plotting each individual, well, yo, Disp. I'm trying to figure out, it works, by the way. Here, I'll show you. And you can look back through the stream. There's nothing game breaking. Did you say it's struct with structs? I said, yeah, so basically, if you have a struct inside of a struct, I always get tripped up on why do you need a pointer operand for the first one, but the period operand for the second one when you pass the entire structure as a pointer. Pretty sure you just have to know that if you point to a struct, you use pointer set. Yeah, but shouldn't it be? I guess what you're saying. Oh, so what you're saying is, if once you point here, once you get to that location, offset by y. Once you get to that location, not offset by another pointer, because if I did this, it would be like, once you get here, offset by here, which would make no sense. Hey, Aries Samuel, I'll see you Monday, man, at the gym. Good night. Rest up, boy. Rest up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just because that's actually a memory pointer. Yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to determine, should I just try the ball first, or... You know, I'm gonna try the ball first, because that might be harder to do for collision. You boy. I mean, you have the blocks already. I do have the blocks already. Ball would be harder though. Well, I don't have the blocks. Draws and entity with color. I don't have the blocks yet because that's going to be a little bit harder to do. So let's say int block number equals 5. Let's just say that. Then I like how I'm gonna mix camel case with under. Oh my god. What I need to do then is I need to do something like entity blocks. Yeah, you hate camel case. I like camel case, but because I've just used it so much, because on the Altair, the C compiler, the KNRC compiler can only use 8 tokens per variable or function, so the first 8 letters is what's there. So if you use an underscore, you waste space. So, you know, on a modern compiler it doesn't matter, but on something old like that, it most certainly does. Pascal case I never really used. Constant case I used for, like, you know, constants. Obviously, snake case, I'm warming up to it. You know, I'm warming up to it. So now I'm trying to think. I'm not as memory constrained as the Altair. So with the Altair, with the with the logic simulator, I had to constantly expand and shrink my memory. I see. So I'm trying to think. Never use camel case ever. Oh, well, I'm triggering you, man. What if we do this? That should work fine, I think. I've been told my programming style is horrendous. Especially us self-taught guys, it's terrible. How strict you do it? Okay, I stand corrected. You must be really good. I'm just debating, like, do I do a static number of blocks, because I need to add a flag to it. Int three space. What's three space? Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 equals? Please don't tell me you do that. Right? That just like flashbangs my brain. I can't think right now. What? Yeah, what is three space? You mean like dimensions? You use three spaces for your indentations? Why would you use three spaces, you fucking monster? Like, please, like, remove yourself from the programming pool. Three space? That doesn't line up with anything. I swear you're just saying shit to make me mad now. You're not. You're just saying shit to make me mad. I'm not. I'm three space. Get out of here. I use four space. Generally, I use whatever the IDE uses. But I use 8 space on the Altair because it defaults to 8 space. The old tab used to default to 8 space, and the console defaults to 8 spaces. Actually, being honest, to use 3 space. Can you tell me the perks of using 3 spaces for a tab, please? I'm willing to I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to learn. Right. Anyway, I need to do flags. And okay. You know what? Hang on. We're trying this out. Void foo bar. 1, 2, 3. Int a equals 1. B equals a. And if a equals b, you're saying that looks right. Is it because you're well, it doesn't look wrong, right? It doesn't look like immediately wrong. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Do you have? I wouldn't switch to it, but yeah, your IDE makes the lines messed up. By the way. Well, 1, 2, 3. See, I got 3 right there. I'm using the standard Courier font. I don't know what you're talking about. My IDE makes lines messed up. By the way. The lines after the bracket. Oh. What do you mean? Lines after the bracket. I'm so confused. Because I deleted the tab and it went 1, 2, 3 spaces. I'll recreate it in VS Code so you can see what I mean. Okay, cool. Cool. So I now have code that will just return. So basically, if your entity is destroyed, it won't draw. So okay. I think this will work. I have to restart my computer to screenshot. What? My screenshot software doesn't work because I updated some package. Oh, are you on Linux? Get chumped, Linux user. No, I'm kidding. I love Linux. No. No, I use Ubuntu a lot. I use Kali. I use Arch, by the way. Of course you use Arch. That's right. Of course we use... yeah. I know Arch is good. Onions variable blocks. Yeah, okay. Well, that didn't work. Right, because I need... There, I need the destroy there. Hello world, what if I do destroyed that way? And then change this to 1. There. Hey, look at that. Okay, look. Is this game breaking? I feel like this is game breaking, Desp. I don't think we can play. I don't think we can play Breakout using that small part of the screen. Why did that happen? I should make the game upside down. Okay, I don't. I was thinking about that, but I don't. Say the cursor at the top instead of the bottom. I could do that, but why did it draw so wrong? I don't know why it drew so wrong. You know why it drew so wrong? Because this isn't actually in order. This and this are supposed to be flipped. Come on, don't make me do this. Oh man, okay. Okay, Desp. Don't make me oh man, you're gonna fucking make me do this. Okay, fine. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. God damn, this is just one fucking shit show of the code. But you know what could you know what this could also be, like, academically, or just like sort of like white pill programmers, is to, I use it unironically, is to show that even if you do fuck up, even if you do write bad code and like you don't feel like you can write good code without any problems, it's still gonna work, you know? Like, you can still learn. We'll go with that mindset. Populate blocks array. Okay, so now we're going to try to populate the blocks array. Yeah, exactly. Facts. Okay, this was going to take some... Yeah, this is my tip for that. Yes. We're going to have to think about this, because I was thinking... The problem is it's so much easier to draw from the upper left corner down. Makes you think harder on your code instead of raw dogging everything. Exactly. Damn, because for the blocks, if I just start the upper left corner, which is 0, it would be so much easier to just draw things. Okay. So, but instead it's going to grow from the bottom up. So, if I one moment. Please connected device. Thought I was connected. Was I not? Where's my cursor? What? Okay. Cool. Bro's computer's tweaking. I'm trying to get my there we go. So basically, I have a drawing tablet over here. So basically, if we have the screen right like this, right? Like that. Normally, it would be much easier to just draw from up here. So you go this, so I would go this way and then I would go this way. So it would just naturally increment. But instead, we need to think about going left to right from the bottom up. No, I don't need to do that. What I need to do is if I go from left to right at the starting, I can't tell you right, starting Y, if I can go to the starting Y position and then draw left to right, top down, what I will end up doing is I'll end up drawing every single block, and if it's destroyed, I'll just skip right over it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's nice. That's easy. I'm looking for my here we go. It's the nice little pen stand. I used to get to be into computer drawing, but I fell off with it. I drew a couple. I drew a yeah, easier. I drew a Minecraft creeper with boobs, and I drew a mascot for myself, like the project I was working on, and that's hanging up at my work currently. Not the Minecraft, not the creeper one. That one's gone, lost to the bowels of time. Okay. It was, you know what? I want to say it was actually really good. It was really good. It had the Ahagao face and everything. It was. I got into this app called Ibis Paint on my phone, and I drew like Sanic, bad memes with my thumbs at work. And I'm like, holy shit, this is actually like kind of easy to get into. So I downloaded Krita and I got a drawing tablet and I just did it. It was fun. Creeper is easy to draw because of its pixelated nature. So the lines are all there. It's a fun exercise of shading and all that, but it's also just fucking hilarious and stupid. Why am I defending me drawing a Minecraft creeper with boobs? Dude, they were like H cups too, by the way. Anyway. Populate the array. So let's say for int I equals 0, I less than block number I. I obviously am not sitting there and calculating the actual cup size. They're just big Bahanica Hoogers, Okay, serious time. blocks I dot post dot x equals I times how wide do we want these? Now remember, we're going to eventually draw these using 32-bit numbers instead of 16-bit numbers for the pixels. So let's say 10, or let's do a 10 by 10 block, and then let's do temp int temp y equals I plus equals. Okay, so we have the x, and of course this is going to have to change, because if I have 100 blocks, I'm going to want to wrap them around. Are they supposed to be a square? I guess you're right. Like, maybe, I guess I could do that to make them like flat and wide. I could do that. Oh. Anyway, so we're going to have to know that this is game breaking right now, because if I have, like, you know, like I said, 100 blocks, you're gonna have to wrap around. So I won't worry about that quite yet. So like every breakout I've seen, they're flat and wide. Well, you know what? Maybe I'm not another brick in the wall. But you're right. Let's try to make it true to form. So I'm trying to think. Start at 0. We start from all the way to the left. How do I know where to start? You know what? We're going to start at, if it's 160 tall, let's start at 100. So, fix for wrap around. Like, I'll definitely have to do that. So then I want to do blocks I position dot width equals 15. I think, right? Because I love that the dashes aren't even the same. Come on. Okay. It's a feature. If I think this is fine. If I do 15, 0 times 15, 0, 1, 15, 15, I think it'll be okay. And of course, I'll change these to all variables that you can change eventually. We're going to be doing you know what? I'm going to be fancy here. Wait, no, that's not what I want. Okay. So, color lookup table. And then blue is going to be RGB. Make sure there is a pink in pure white. What do you? I'm sorry. What do you mean? Make sure there's a pink in pure white. Do you want there to be? I'm sorry. I don't understand what you mean. Like a set, like a pink, or do you want there to be the white like will be off pink? Pink and pure white. Okay. Define pink. Pink is pink is just like a lighter red, right? Like 15? Right? If it's not right now, it's gonna stay because it's not game breaking true. I think this works too, right? I mod the number of colors I have. And then this is a fun project. I'm having a good time making this, not gonna lie. This is kind of fun. I'm sure I'm not gonna say that 10 streams in when it's a fucking nightmare. I'm just gonna say 0 right now because I didn't get anything right yet. So destroy equals 0. And then transparent. For yeah, most definitely not be fun 10 streams. I'm gonna try to make it not 10 streams, like my freaking assembler. Ugh. 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 You want to do program that like you absolutely hate? Do parsing. When passing in the pointer, is it like that? I made a Lexan parser before. Did you? I mean, it was like, I am just not a very good programmer. Yeah, I'm just not a very good programmer. I think I am. I'm just not the best. Wait, what's going on? Oh, right. There we go. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Bro, it's working. I'm making it. I'm making a Game Boy Advance game. Oh my god, it's working. I got pink wrong? Oh, I did. I guess it's pink. What is... Okay, so then... Hang on, I know how to fix this. I'm not gonna fix it, but this is what I'm gonna do. Brown. Okay, so... Let's do... pink. But we're gonna change this to brown. So... if red is dark brown, what is pink? I'm gonna have to Google this one. RGB 555 pink. So it looks like it's red high, so all the way red with... I am Googling magenta. Okay, so magenta, the transparency magenta is 31031. And then pink is a lower, pink is like a lower blue and a higher green. So let's try this as like 12, and let's try this as like a 10. Right, of course. That, well, brown is now going to be... Well, brown is now going to be whatever the hell that is. Gray. Brown is now going to be gray. No, I think gray is going to be the actual pink. Does it say the percentage? Okay. Oh, I can have gray and then gray with an E. So I'm gonna have to pull the calculator out because I'm actually stupid. So if I do 31 for red, and then I do... I mean, this is the AI overview. I mean, how good is this actually, you know? I don't want to update my drivers right now. 75, what is 75? 31 times 0.75 equals 23. Okay. And then 80. 31. No, you know what? It's 32, right? 32 times 0.75. 24. Or 23. Yeah, I was right. 23. You just do it manually, and if you don't trust it... Well, look. If we do it manually, I'm going to have to keep going down the freaking color list. 25.6, so let's say 26. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's say 7. Hang on. Pink, brown. Oh, I don't have it in here. It's game breaking because we need the code base is already amazing. It really is. I consider that game breaking because the goal was for pink, right? We needed pink in one way or another. There, I guess it's pink. It's really light. Maybe it shows. I don't know. It's all right. It's height. Like, yeah, it's pink. Oh, that is rough. But remember, this is me, having to plot. So, yeah, hot pink. Yeah, I think it's different from my screen. Maybe your screen, like my screen is like some trashy ass. Yeah, light hot pink. Yeah. So this flickering you see might actually go away, and tearing might actually go away, because I will be changing the drawing code to the fast set. Man, BIOS calls are awesome. Okay, so let's try to work on the wraparound feature. Okay, so let's say int block width equals 15. Cool. Int block, and of course I'll change these to defined or something later. Because like the code doesn't need it, the compiler needs to know, not the actual code. So it doesn't need to transfer. Well, I don't know. You're probably like, Patrick, what the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about the code in simple situations like this where the variable isn't changing, defines and variables, if they're treated the same, I think they're going to be the same size, the same speed. And then say int yo Daisuke Danny, what's up? Bro in, I am. Lock the hell in. Let's say block with overflow equals block width so reinventing. Yeah, Daisuke. So I am reinventing the wheel, but I'm doing it in a way where if I make a bug, if there's a bug in my code and it's not game breaking, it's a feature. I will keep it in, and I just have to work around it. I have to work around my fuck ups. Already we have I was trying to make pink. So pink is actually brown, and then I tried making brown, like, so now brown is actually gray, and now gray is actually pink. So there's that. There's the bar is now on the top because I screwed up making the struct. I switched two variables around. That's what we're doing. So it's an easy thing, but it's fun. Anyway, where am I? That is programming. Yeah, it is. Where am I? Here we go. Right, so the overflow will be the screen width divided by block width. And how does integer division work? Does integer, yeah, that's programming, yeah. Does integer division round down or up? see, does integer division round down or up? Always rounds down towards 0. Okay, cool. That's fine. So this is going to be rough because I don't want to consider part. It should be up. Well, you know what? You're right. Why am I trusting this C, like the AI overview? No, it rounds down, right? Because like it truncates, right? Yeah, it truncates the point. That's right. How do I wrap around? So right now I have this. So for, I want to say int j? No, I don't want to do that. No. What do I want to do? Oh, I'm using C. Yeah, I'm using C, baby. And that is key. I'm using assembly, too. For the really fast stuff. For BIOS calls. For Game Boy Advance BIOS calls. Okay, how do I want to... I'm hitting a wall here. How am I doing this? It is the eternal programming language. I love it. It's the best. Let's see. Just check if the int for the block multiplied by the width goes over the screen width, and then check how many times it goes over. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If I times block width is, if I times block width is greater than block width overflow, then x equals 0. Yep. Temp x equals 0. Temp x equals 0. And then temp y plus equals block height. So let me see if this will work. So if your block times the block width, so 15, 30, 45, whatever, right, is greater than block width overflow, which is the screen width. No. Right, this won't work. Hey, it's not a bug yet. It's not a bug yet. Is greater than screen width, because that will actually be my pixels. Yeah. I could do this, or I could do if I is greater than screen width block overflow. But it's the same thing. If I want to make it nicer, I would do it the way I had it before, because that's a pre-compute instead of a compute per for loop, which really does cause problems. Because remember, this is a 60 megahertz ARM processor, you know. Anyway. Okay, hang on. I gotta. Hang on. Oh, hang on. What the hell? Tempx equals 0. If you go the route of using division and want the number to go up, why not do a modulo? If it's 1, exactly. I was gonna end up going that route, but I think this should be okay. Now I'm trying to. Temp x and here temp x and then here I times block height. So I will do block height plus temp y. Y plus block height. So I will do temp y equals 100 minus block height because I want to. Yo, good night, Daisuke. You got a sub. Yo, thank you so much, Daisuke. Have a good night. Yeah, I'll be streaming this every bit, like a couple times a week or something, as I work on this project, because a lot of it goes back to my code that I actually work on at work. Hope to find later on in the stream. Yeah, I will be. Good night, man. It's so crazy. Like with these streams, even like with low viewer numbers, I still get like a couple subs every time. Like it's just nuts. I don't understand why you guys want to watch this. I'm very flattered that you do. Anyway, I was saying I'm subtracting block height because I'm going to add a block height back in. And then color lookup table contains. I don't, Daisuke, really quick, I don't have this on GitHub yet, but I will. Yeah, I will put it on GitHub later. I might actually, at the end of the stream, just pop it on Git. Programming Cube is, that's my GitHub right there. I should. I'll do that. Like I did this where like I updated every stream from my logic simulator. Anyway, I'm trying to read through this code to make sure I draw it correctly. I don't want to just YOLO it because or else I'm gonna have to deal with all my bugs. Int equals 0. That's a block number. I times block width is greater than screen width. Then reset to 0 and then increase block height. Add code bugs to main. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Exactly. Then blocks I position.x equals temp x. So it's a 0 times block width. Okay. And temp y does not need to increment at the end because it increments at every overflow. I'm gonna YOLO it. We're gonna try. Come on. Hey, let's go. Oh man, thanks for following me on GitHub. Good night, good night. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so that's 7. Let's try like 20 something. Let's try like 25. Let's try 25 blocks. Oh, I don't think I built it. That's considered game breaking. What do you mean last block? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 7 blocks. What do you mean? It technically worked, but the last block, the block number overflow, it goes up. I'm not using the block number overflow. Compile and see. God damn it. Okay, can we agree that this is game breaking? Can we seem that this is Oh, what's happening? It keeps increasing. So like once it overflows, it will just keep overflowing. Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. One moment, I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be back shortly. I'm back. Someone decided to sneak in. This is Milo. He is one of our 2 cats. And he, Milo. The other one is Binks. He's a stripy boy. This one's an orange boy. He's not allowed too much in my office because there's just so many small parts on the floor. Okay, I'll go kick him out. Okay, come on. Okay. Well, No, really fast. I'm gonna also I'm also gonna hit the bathroom. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. No, I was back. I just had to go kick a cat out of the office, and also had to go to the bathroom. So yeah, I'm here. Okay, let's figure this out. If I maybe I need to do. Yeah, I think you're right. If I block overflow num Okay, let's try that. So if I mod block overflow num times block width is greater than screen width. Please work. I think we gotta keep it in. Why did that break? Block height is 5. Why did that break? What happened? Temp y plus equals block height. Temp y equals 100 minus block height. You know why it doesn't work? You know why it doesn't fucking work? It doesn't work because... No, actually, I don't know why it doesn't work. Like 300 or something. Yeah, let's just try 300. Is this considered game breaking? Oh, Lord. Oh, that's game breaking. That's game breaking. Look, I can't even draw. That's not... Something isn't... Something is very much wrong. Let's try like 100. Why does it not go down enough? Block height is 5. Why does it not work? Temp Y. Block height plus temp Y. Try making it 25. Instead of 5. What the hell? What the hell is that? This is game breaking. So the height. Yeah, it's not the variable. It's not the variable. Just change everything with the number 5. Everything? What do you mean everything? What do you mean everything? Like this? This is different. Just going down 5 no. It's not even going down 5 pixels. It's going down 1 pixel. See, this line is 1 pixel thick. Each line here is 1 pixel thick. It's not going down 5 pixels. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? It's not the emulator. MGBA is supposed to be like the best. What the hell is going on? Okay, let's change this to like 10, right? Log the blocks? How do you log on a goddamn Game Boy Advance? You tell me. I'm not about to fight the debugger right now. What? Did you see that? See, look, I can change this to 100. Locked opposition.y. Oh, okay, well, I guess not. What? Oh. Try checking the plus equals in the if. Temp y plus block height. You know, it's we'll try it. It's still. What is I'm at a loss for words here. It must be something that we're just not seeing. Oh. Adding more numbers, like plus 10. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll try that. That didn't work. Even plus 100. The X is resetting, so this code is working. Temp Y starts at 100 minus block height. Block height is 5, so it should start at 95. Equals 95 plus 5 plus 100. What assignment issue are we talking about? So this variable works, but this isn't getting set. A race condition if statement, a race condition on a single threaded processor with one core. I don't think so. Is it scope? Well, then why isn't this working? Hang on. You know what's wrong? You know what's wrong? I know what's wrong. Temp Y isn't working at all. What's actually happening, it's not lowering. It's just drawing. And it's keeping drawing. And it's drawing. And it's drawing. And it's drawing. And it's drawing. But because the memory is all contiguous, it just goes to the next row of pixels. So it's just drawing on the same freaking X line. You know what? What? Hang on. The width is 15, right? So 240 divided by 15 is 16. Does this never hit? Does this never hit? Greater than or equal to. Well, that didn't work. Hang on. Okay, my code's still broken, but it's because that never hits. I don't want to deal. So, in order to do text correctly, I need a different screen mode, and I don't want to deal with that. And that's how you log. I could. You know what? I'm caving. I'm caving. In this code, the if statement that has the never gets hit and the block positions keep going on forever on the same line, never changing Y position. What am I doing wrong? Normalizing calculating temp x and using it in conjunction with the modulo operator. You're incrementing temp x before checking the boundary condition in the way you're using modulo doesn't reset temp correctly. Does this sound right? You use plus temp, right? The end of each loop before you check whether you've reached the end of the line. This means that temp x will become larger than block overflow num before the if condition is ever met. The if condition is checking if a calculated x position based on the block index I exceeds the screen width, but you're not using temp x in this calculation. You are using the block number. So the condition will only be true if I is a multiple of, which is not what you need. You want to Gemini is smart. Is this actually what the problem is? Generate a code. If temp x times block position is greater than the screen width, isn't this what I had to begin with? Isn't this what I had to begin with? Wow, I failed miserably on that copy. Let's just compile it, see what happens. Hey, but that's what I had to begin with. That dispute made me lose about like half an hour at least to this goddamn bug. Game breaking bug. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. Cool. No worries. What project, Simon? Yo, Simon Ryle, howdy. So this project is I'm making Breakout. For the Game Boy Advance in C, but there's a twist. One, I'm using the background mode. I'm using background mode 3 and background 2, which means that the screen is actually just a straight up bitmap in memory. That is the worst way to do graphics on the Game Boy Advance, by the way. You're supposed to be using tiles and sprites. But this is just the way beginners learn, and we're trying to make this as crappy as possible. Because, two, if there is a non-game breaking bug in my code, I keep it and document it. So that's why the bar is on the top and the bricks are on the bottom, and that's why the bar keeps overflowing to the right, because there was just bugs in my code I never bothered to fix. Well, the overflow to the right isn't a bug because I never added that feature in yet, but we're just gonna keep it in. Cool. So now let's put in the ball. So the ball should be easy, but how do I do collision? How do I do collision? I just realized if you are able to do that, you can just go endlessly into the bottom bricks. Yes. Now watch this. Yeah, well, I mean, it's going to take a while. But yes, you're 100% right. Like, you just go into the bottom bricks. How am I going to... Do I have to, like, ray trace with the ball? Like, make sure the ball... Like, how do I determine whether it hits a brick? Do we just have to loop through every single freaking brick that isn't, that's either transparent or destroyed, that isn't destroyed or isn't transparent, and just see if it connects with it? That's gonna be a pain in the ass, isn't it? Well, let me make the ball struct and see if I can just bounce it somewhere, and then I'll end the stream there. And then we'll continue on. Yeah, I could this, yeah. Okay. Player bar. Set up ball, or just keep an array of the top positions of the blocks and offset them by the block with based. Hang on, or just like keep an array of the top positions of the blocks and offset them by the block width based on the index of the array. And do the overflow again, and then just check if you overlap. I could, but here's the problem. When I break a block, now I have to do math to figure out what that block below is now. So, because like you don't break even layers. You can just zero it. Hang on. I'm gonna... Or you could keep an array of the top positions of the blocks and offset them by the block width. I'm not understanding you. It could just be because it's late, but from what I'm understanding or trying to grab is I'm literally just getting the positions of the top blocks and making an array. The top positions of the blocks or the positions of the top blocks is what I'm asking. No, the positions of all the blocks and the very top of them. So you're saying, oh, I gotcha. I understand. So instead of checking the bounding box, you just check the Y positions of the top blocks, of the blocks facing the top. Now, I could do that, but what would end up happening is the positions of all the blocks and the very top. Okay, I could, but like, if you bounce off the sides and then go up, you're gonna go through the block, and then once you connect with the top of it, you'll destroy it. I want it so I want a breakout. So when you touch the brick, when you touch the brick. That's what the offset is for. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm just not rotating the apple in my head right now. The positions of all the blocks, X, Y positions, in the very top XY coordinate or just Y coordinate? Offset them by the block width based on the... You already have an overflow. Oh, I see. You can then just see which Y layer it's on by just figuring out. Okay, I gotcha. So are you saying each frame, instead of seeing if the ball collides with a block, see if a block collides with a ball? Just why, yeah. You're gonna get ChatGPT to explain it because I'm explaining it like caveman. Sweet. Okay, I would love to hear the explanation here. Yeah. All right. Well, no problem, Desp, you're good. No, I know. He's probably doing it right. You're probably like, bruh. Hey, look at that. Okay, so we have a ball. And we have bricks that are destructible. Yeah, here, check this out, check this out. If we go here, and then do like blocks 10 dot destroyed equals 1. Look at that, see? I have a missing block because it's not drawn because it's destroyed. Cool. Oh, also one moment. Thanks so much. That worked. You gotta make sure you tell ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever that it works, because then it will, you know, be into the. It'll be jammed into the model. I didn't even read it. I'll just assume what I meant. I'll send you and okay, cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. So yeah, I have a ball. Now the fun part is, how do we make it move? How do we make it move? Send it to me. What the hell is this? Okay, let's look. How do I copy this? No, I don't want to change language. Okay. Ah, it's too bright. Too bright. Okay. I like how bro, why can't I like needing full blown physical engine block representation array, call it top Y. I like it doesn't have border wrapping. I know, right? It's all tokens, right? So, you know. Use an array that holds just the top Y positions of each block and use the block's index I to determine the horizontal position based on a fixed block width. Gotcha. I can use the I position to calculate both its x and y position using an ampersand. Sorry, using modulo and division. Mm-hmm. Thanks. I get it now. I'm sorry. I just needed someone, not you, telling me. But no, thanks. Cool. No, that yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, the hard thing here is how do you do a vector? This is how to do the collision stuff too. And on the collision, once the collision detected, you might want to zero the block. You might want to zero the block or market index is -1 to denote that block has been hit or removed. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have that, yeah. This way, a future collision will checks will ignore it. Well yeah, I'll read the top part, yeah. I just add a ball's position or velocity. Adjust the ball's position or velocity currently since you already have logic for side collisions. You can apply similar alignments here. So when the ball or panel is moving around, you must check if its current position overlaps with any of these blocks. You already have overflow logic for checking side collisions. You can reuse that. For the side collisions, compare the ball's x position to the boundaries of the block's x range. For the vertical collision, just check if the ball's y coordinates are overlapping the top of the block. Essentially, for each block in your array, you check if the ball y is less than top y I plus block height. X block height x for vertical overlap, and if x minus ball width times block width. Yeah, okay. And both conditions are met, you detected the collision. Yep, okay, so it's not saying if I hit the edge, it's like, are you inside these bounds? Yeah. I got you. Overflow boundary checking. Cool. Yeah. So that's how collision will work. The thing that I'm gonna tackle next stream is going to be the vector. How do I start moving? Yeah, but it does make sense. I don't know why I couldn't comprehend it, but it makes sense. Just like you said, it's one-dimensional array. Just use your index, do modulo or division to figure out where you are, and yeah, it's easy. It's easy. Though what isn't easy is going to be doing vector speed and moving that ball around in a straight line, and making sure you're not moving so fast that you might jump inside of a brick and destroy bricks you shouldn't be destroying, and trapping balls. So that'll be fun. But I will say that for next stream, because I'm very tired. I need to go to bed. Did I tell you I have ChatGPT 03, the super new model from ChatGPT? Do you have that as a local model? Is it a local model? No, okay. I thought you had like a local model. Oh, they're going to 7 billion instruction. Likely too large. It's better than the R1 600 billion. Cool. Is that the DeepSeek one, the R1? Now we're just training off each other and just making absolute garbage. AI is going to poison itself, if not already poisoned itself. Not even paying for it. How are you not paying for it? Are you using like a VPN or are you using like someone else's account? Gotcha. Yeah. You're not paying for it. How do I use it? Oh, okay, I gotcha. That's pretty dope. Well, anyway, I'll head to bed, and I will think on. I don't know when I'll stream next. Maybe probably Saturday. So I spent over $120 of their hard-earned money. Nice. I think I'll stream Saturday night. Yeah, I'll head to bed. And I'll ponder this. I'll ponder this one. I won't do any extra coding. This is pretty fun. The code is only 195 lines of code. I mean, yeah, I have all these includes, but still, that's pretty cool. Even for like some garbage, like absolute garbage programming, we could probably do this in under 300 lines of code, don't you think? And if I really optimized it, it would be a lot less. Cool. Well, I'll see you later, probably Saturday, and yeah. Good night, guys.